Welcome to this week's Give Voice to Your Vision. This month, as the year draws to a close, we are talking video, and I have a question for you. If even one person could be helped by what you have to share, how you show up in the world, the work you're here to do, the message on your heart, will you show up on video today? We've had some technical difficulties and a late start for this year's final Give Voice to Your Vision episode, and it just reminds me of how powerful it is to show up, suit up and show up no matter what happens or what challenges come through. And this month I'm talking video. Facebook just made some changes. The platforms are changing all the time that are really highlighting, featuring, and furthering video content. And video is one of the most powerful tools we have today to create trust, connection, and engagement. Now, there's a lot of different ways we can use video, and what I'm talking about is you and how you show up with your authentic, full, free, connected presence, your confident presence. And we have a special invitation open for a few days as well, and I'll tell you about that if you really do want to have a system and support to up-level your video game in the new year. I promised today that we would talk about our theme for today, and we're going to stay super focused. I have to keep it on track here, is how to use video to drive trust, connection, and create client enrollment, right? It's not just about being visible. It's about actually generating the income and impact that you're here to make. We're going to talk about how you can share your message so that your videos lead to clients and not just views. The number one reason most video content stalls and how to shift it. And then how can you consistently show up on video in a way that's easy, aligned, feels like you, and grows your income and impact. So welcome. I'm going to respect your time. It's a busy time of year. We're careening toward the holidays. And this time of year doesn't call for constant posting. This time of year, any time of year, we want to have a consistent presence, but it's not just about more posting. And this time of year, as we head into the solstice, is about intention, right? There's a lot of content out there, a lot of noise, and a lot of people wondering why their videos aren't actually leading to connection or clients, or how they're ever going to finally get more videos going, because it still feels overwhelming and it feels like you're just adding to the noise. So today I want to keep this focused and grounded. I am going to share these 3 things that I already mentioned: how to share your message on video, how the number one reason most video content stalls out, and how you can consistently show up on video. And I'll let you know about a special invitation if you've decided this is what you want to get dialed in before the new year. So here's the thing. How to share your message so that your videos actually leads to clients is so important. We think, I'll just get out there and just put more content, but connection actually is what we're looking for here. And one of the biggest misconceptions about video is that it's all about, figuring out what you say, which is so important. That's our next teaching point, the messaging. But it's not just that. It's your voice, your face, and your energetic presence that actually make video so powerful. That and the way the algorithms are favoring it. Because in today's AI world, you showing up, especially live, but also even just your real voice, your presence, and maybe even a few mistakes or makes it real, authentic. Trust is a huge commodity right now with all of the onslaught of content and the introduction, the evolution, expedient, constant expansion of AI. So remember this about video. Human brains process moving sounds, tone, images differently than still images and text. And your best clients are going to feel you. They're going to resonate before they even hear a word you say. And when they feel you, that trust starts to build. That's why video is so powerful today and why it's coming forward to the feed. It's why people stop the scroll and want to watch. So the next point I wanted to just cover for you today is the reason why video content stalls, and what you can shift right now is that people do get stuck on what to say. It feels like it's a great big production, or we have to do complicated editing and fancy whiz bangs, or have the perfect studio or setup. But I'm going to tell you that raw and real in today's world, and short, powerful, potent, authentic, vulnerable content is going to speak to your audience, because people are looking for that genuine connection, the resonance with you and your message. So how do you do that? How do you stop your content from stalling out and show up and share a message that's great, that people stop, watch, want to take that next step with you? So message clarity helps you to show up consistently. When you know what your videos, how to create those videos on in such a way that people will stop and watch, that are going to stay on track for you with your authentic presence and voice and vision and message, and how those videos are actually helping you reach and serve more people, and get you out into the world in a way that people actually want to work with you to create that revenue. So all the time I see people avoid video because they're bad at it, or because they're unclear on their message. And when you know how, have a simple framework that lets you say what you're here to say, but also in a way that your audience, your clients, can actually hear it, and how to position your value, it becomes much easier to show up consistently. Not with buy my stuff, hypey, salesy stuff that's not you, but in service to. Remember, we started with, if even one person will be helped, will you show up, and will you show up on video? And learning how to articulate the value of the transformation you bring, letting people know what the problem you solve is, matters, but you don't want to do it all at once in every video. So having clarity on how you can structure the value that you bring in language that they can hear, with the truth of who you are, makes it much, much easier to show up consistently. That, and having a video to client strategy. Is all your content going to lead people to see you, hear you, and decide to take that next step and work with you? And the last point I wanted to cover today before we sign off for the holidays is, how can you consistently show up? And it is that strategy, creating a rhythm for how you show up in your content, what you're talking about, and a framework that you can hang your hat on. We were just doing a content mapping workshop with our visibility to profitability vault clients yesterday, and I was telling them, we talk a lot about how to create content and look at their content and help it convert better, but what we were working on is, what is the framework? What can you hang your hat on? What's the rhythm? How do you make decisions about what you will be talking about when? And when you have a way to do that, it becomes much easier to start to not only be consistent, but then when you are consistent, you can say, hey, this one really resonated. How can I do that again? Or this one really didn't. How could I make it better? So if people can't connect the dots between who you are, how you help, and what they should do next, then you're visible, but you might not have traction. You could have 10,000 followers and no clients, right? One client is better than 1,000 followers or fans. So you don't have to have a complicated funnel. You don't have to have a big production every time, but you do want to have your videos lead somewhere and know where you're going, where they fit in your ongoing message content, your ongoing message ecosystem. Remember, followers and viewers aren't the same as clients. So if you're planning to up-level your video presence in the new year, and you've met any of these common challenges of stopping and starting, or just avoiding, not knowing what to say, feeling like you don't like the way you look or sound, not seeing how your videos get clients, and maybe overcomplicating the tech and the production and there's so many whiz bangs that we can use today, then I invite you to keep it really, really simple, and have a little bit of support will go a long, long way to help you. I get so excited I can't put my words in order. Help you create a consistent video presence in 2026. And that consistency is your friend. It's so much easier to keep going than it is to get going. And what I've seen time and again is that you can buy a course or a program that will show you a lot of the how-to, but without some support to stay in the implementation mode and to implement, review, revise, repeat, and grow as you go, learn as you go, it can be very easy to stop or stall out. So if you are ready to serve at the highest level for the greatest good of all, including yourself in the new year. You have a message on your heart and a business that you're growing, sharing it so that you can reach and serve and uplift others. Video is non-negotiable in 2026, and it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be fake. You don't have to go dance on TikTok unless you want to, and it can be very simple. The best way is to find a simple path to get going, and then keep going and review, revise, repeat on the way to better success, more clients, more impact and revenue. That's why I decided to open up my Fearless video formula here for a few days before the holidays so that you can access our complete system. I'm not going to go into a big spiel here, but if you want to create videos consistently that actually get your message out there and grow your income, you're right on track. That's a good thing to want. That's what's working in today's world. And it doesn't have to be hard, complicated, complex tech. None of that has to happen. We can do things that are really very simple and easy today. So if you want my help, I'm going to go ahead and give you a link to check out our Fearless video formula for confident presence, unshakable presence, knowing what to say, choosing your power platforms, designing your video to client roadmap, and then creating a custom weekly visibility video system. So that's what we do inside. We've got some lovely bonuses, and it's going to be open through Monday. So it's a great gift for yourself, for the people who are looking for you, and for your business for the new year. Let me know if you have any questions. You'll see how to set up a call with us on the information page. And I wish you all the best now through the holidays and into 2026. This is our final episode of Give Voice to Your Vision. And I was going to just share this with you. I'll pop it in the comments if you want to go check that out. And I'll come back and make sure that we're streaming on a few platforms. So I'll come back and make sure that that link is there for you. This is such a great time of year for you to do some introspection and think, how do you want to show up? What do you want to shift in the new year? And as we head into solstice and the returning of the light in Sunday, if there's something inside you that knows you want to show up bigger, more confidently, this is a really powerful time to make that decision and step into it with the support and the clarity that you need. It's really worth honoring that. So thanks for watching this year. I look forward to what we're going to create in the new year. And I'm looking at all my notes here. I look forward to seeing what happens. It's such a wild and expansive time in the world today. So keep in mind that you showing up with your full enthusiasm, which means filled with spirit, your mission, your message, your confident presence is a gift. Your presence is, in fact, your greatest gift. I invite you to give that generously every day, every way you show up in the world. And I wish you all the best for this end of the year time. Happy holidays and happy new year. We'll be pausing the show until January. You'll see a new creative project that I have blossoming in 2026, starting to trickle out into the world. I can't wait to share that with you. And I'm just wishing you all the best. Count your wins from 2025, count them up, write them down, put them all around you and focus on those, and trust yourself and go big in 26. All right. Happy holidays.